Wednesday on our left, and Julian South on our left hand side, home to the Coffee Man.
Mamma mia.
Now on our left hand side you'll notice the Waldorf Hotel. The Waldorf Hotel was designed by a man called Arthur Marshall Mackenzie, who also designed much of the interior of the Titanic. As a result, the Waldorf Hotel was used extensively in production of the film Titanic, starring Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio. Over the head of us on the left is the London School of Economics and Political Science. It's got LSE on its wall in Red Square. A little known fact actually is that Mick Jagger, the frontman of the Rolling Stones, studied at LSE for a short while. He didn't stay for very long, however, because he couldn't get no satisfaction on his Polaroids. Thank you very much. On our right now is Australia House, the Australian High Commission in London. Any Harry Potter fans may be interested to know that Australia House was used extensively in the production of the Harry Potter films, and was the basis for the Was it back?
Is Lillian asleep?
Are you guys Australian? You are, hello. Now making our way towards Fleet Street.
Careful.
If you look to your left hand side, you'll see the Royal Courts of Justice. If you notice how much they resemble a cathedral, it's because the man who designed it, a man called George Street, was very keen to design a cathedral in his lifetime, but he never actually had the opportunity to do so. So instead he projected all of his cathedral hopes and dreams onto the Royal Courts of Justice, just around that time. Now, on our right hand side of the road is a column with a dragon on top. It's a monument to Temple Bar, and by passing it we've officially entered the city of London.
Oh, okay.
Mazel tov. Coming up on our right, you'll notice two
Lillian?
The first is
you okay?
And the second is the Old Cock Tavern, which is the narrowest pub in London. Prince Henry's Rooms and the Old Cock Tavern are two of the oldest buildings in the city of London. They predate the 1666 Great Fire, which you'll hear a little bit more about in a short while. So now we're actually on Fleet Street, formerly known as the Street of Ink, as this is where all of London's journalists worked and where all of the newspapers were produced. Some of you may also know Fleet Street if you've heard of Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. An urban legend said to have owned a barber shop just off of Fleet Street, where he'd lure his customers with the promise of a good shave before sweeping killing them, and giving them to Trixie Mather, Mrs. Lovett, to make them into very tasty meat pies. That was of course turned into a very successful musical and also a movie starring Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter. But now on our right hand side is a pub called the Tipperary. It's got a red door front. The Tipperary was the first pub outside of Ireland to serve Guinness anywhere in the world, and it's thought to be the subject of the war song It's a Long Way to Tipperary. It's thought to be about the pub in London and not the county in Ireland. Now on our left hand side is the former headquarters of the Daily Express newspaper. Although the building looks relatively modern, it was actually first constructed in the 1920s. It is almost 100 years old. But coming up on our right is a pub called the Old Bell. It's got a golden bell just for its door. The Old Bell was designed by a man called Christopher Wren, who was instrumental in rebuilding the city of London following the Great Fire of 1666. It was Christopher Wren who designed the masterpiece in front of us, which is St. Paul's Cathedral. What's notable about the Old Bell on our right is that it was the first building reconstructed following the Great Fire. If you're wondering why Christopher Wren built a pub before anything else, there is a good reason for it. Christopher Wren purposely built a pub so that his builders would have somewhere to sleep at night, and somewhere for them to stay, and so to have a drink in between rebuilding the city. So making our way now towards St. Paul's Cathedral. The cathedral is open to the public. It's open until 4:30 p.m. It has evening service every day at 5 p.m. It is open until 4:30. We're going to make a stop very shortly for St Paul's Cathedral. If you'd like to view it at your leisure, you can alight at our stop. You can also change that stop for St Paul's Cathedral if you'd like to take the red tour. Also, if anyone needs to cross the Millennium Bridge, you can alight at our stop for St Paul's. We'll straight ahead of you, turn right to come to the Millennium Bridge if you need it.
See where we are?
We haven't stopped just yet, we're stopping in a short while. So I'll stop now for St Paul's Cathedral. Is there anyone wishing to alight here? Is there anyone who'd like to alight here at St Paul's Cathedral? Or are we all okay? So I'll stop now for St Paul's. It's my understanding that no one wishes to alight here. Is that all okay? We don't have anyone wishing to alight here. Thanks very much, Lee. So St Paul's Cathedral just in front of us. If anyone's seen the 1964 film Mary Poppins, you may recognise the steps of St Paul's Cathedral. There's a setting called the Feed the Birds song, the lullaby that Mary Poppins sings to Jane and Michael. It wasn't actually filmed on the steps of St Paul's, but it was set there, and the cathedral itself does make several appearances in the London skyline throughout the film. Yeah, St Paul's Cathedral on our left, not the original to stand on this site. The original was burnt down in 1666. And the one on our left is over 300 years old, and it was constructed in just 37 years, which is quite impressive when you consider how large and ornate it is, as well as how primitive construction was in the late 1600s and early 1700s. Horses and carriages were still being used to bring materials and workers to the site.
You want to stay with Daddy for